Anyway, he makes a choice to go and kill Batman, except he's not going to kill him, so he's just going to try and get his help. But nothing he does after that has any connection to the situation he's being placed in. Instead of just telling Batman what happened, because Lex isn't watching, Lex isn't listening. He could have gone home and got some sprinkles and cardboard and made a sign asking for help. Could have shouted from the sky. Could have shouted from where he landed. Even though he landed like he was trying to scare the shit out of Batman. Could have stood his ground. Could have pushed him away and shouted it down from where he was. Could have said it while he was walking forward. There were probably 1,000 moments from the time that fight started to when it ended that a character like Superman could have asked for help. Instead, he kept going forward and fighting. To make it clear, it was more important to this character to keep punching Bruce Wayne than in saving his own mother. So when we get here,
You're letting him kill Martha.
The audience doesn't believe it.
Otisburg.
Because he didn't do everything possible. Sure, Indy doesn't stop the Nazis, but we're on his side because he is always doing everything he can. His absolute best, every time, to try and achieve his goal. This asshole...
If I wanted it, you'd be dead already.
We're not invested in him. And he gets put in a position where he makes the choice, save Martha. He says that out loud in a deep movie.
I've never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright.
Which could have been a moment. Even though he's about to die, the only thing that matters to him is saving his mother. That's a powerful, powerful thing. But it's not earned. There's nothing that makes the audience get to that point emotionally with him.
I understand.
Or truly embrace the danger he's in. He's not like Indy. He's not in that situation because it's out of his control, because it's snowballed. He's in that situation because at no point in the previous 10 minutes did he say something out loud. Superman is failing because of his own stupidity. Because he didn't care about his mother more than beating up Batman. An audience will have no empathy for a stupid character getting themselves into trouble. What if, here's my choice, right away, Batman sees Superman and says, "Fuck you," and hits him with the gas, choking Superman so he can't talk. Then Bruce leans in and asks, "What's your last word, alien?" "Forgiveness, hate, fear." And his last word is, "Martha, save my mother." Then it might have made a difference. Then you might have had a chance of a story. Whatever. It's hard to fix a thing that has so many problems on the fly. But that scene should have been powerful. It should have been about a son saying, "Even though I'll die, save my mother." And it should have made us feel and learn something like all good choices. But we don't. Do we feel glad that he doesn't die? No, because he was stupid. Happy that Batman stopped? No, because his motivation wasn't altered. Satisfied that they're friends? No, because they only had one scene together in the whole movie before this. And no matter how much slow-mo you put in, there's just no emotional heft in that moment. It falls flat. So flat. Then Superman, having almost murdered somebody, chooses not to go and save his mother. He's so badly written his determination wavers a second later, and his character changes priorities for no good reason. That's the first real choice he makes. It's not handled very well, but it is a choice, because he has a goal now. Lex is the obstacle, and he has two options. Go and do it himself, or let Batman do it. But they handle that moment so poorly.
Otisburg?
Because it came across that Batman was convincing him, rather than Superman was making an emotional choice. It came across as Batman's moment, and it should have been Clark's. What I would have done, and here's where I'll try and show you how an emotional choice can create a great story. Lois and Clark are there, and he's about to leave, but she says something is happening in Metropolis. Frame his choice. Go to the ship or save his mother. Go to the ship, try and save his mother. He's now in a dilemma. What is he going to do? Then what you do is reveal character, reverse expectations, and change the course of the plot by having him choose to grab a despondent Batman and saying,
She's losing time.
"Can you save her?" And then Batman, boom, can give a real emotional look. And Affleck, damn him, he nailed what he was given.
I like those shoes.
Then it's all, "I promise you."
Martha won't die tonight.
Then that line works. Then that moment works. That connection is forged. Superman is the guy creating hope. Superman is the guy inspiring Batman at last to realize that we're better than this. We're better than fighting. We can do things together. We can be the world's finest. Holy crap, it's just like the comic book. But it's not all happy-dappy because Zack doesn't like that shit. He's still got his grim, gritty thing. Superman booms off, Batman flies away, and the choice matters. The choice changed the course of the story, changes Superman's characterization and Batman's characterization, and it informs his character development. From someone who was cynical and did not believe in heroes, to someone who now sees Superman as a man of hope, who believes in people and will give them a second chance, even when they were just about to kill him. But I realized that it's important to always believe. And that's what Clark has given him now. He's not going to turn into an idealist because the choice itself removes that. His decision still means Clark has to die. A guy who believed in him when he didn't. So while Batman's inspired to start the Justice League, those lines now hold more weight compared to Zero. Because Clark sacrificed himself, and deep down, Bruce has a death wish. He's always had a death wish. And watching someone better than him die for the choices he made is just as bad as having let Lois drown. I think all of that together, just those two different choices I talked about, Clark caught between stopping the ship or saving his mother, and changing it all by reaching out and giving Bruce that moment. I want you to save my mother. It shows the change in Bruce is making sense. It shows the inspiration that Superman can be. It shows the dynamic and trust that Superman instills by adding emotional goals to the choices. Because it's very important to remember that Batman didn't believe in himself. He was broken at the end. And then you can have Superman reaching out and saying, look, I believe in you. Which is something Batman would never let himself have. He'll never forgive himself. And this person who should be most angry at him, this person who should hate him the most, is a person being the kindest to him. Now I should make this again very clear. I'm trying to work within the parameters of this movie. I'm not adding scenes. I'm not changing the look or tone or the overall vision of the movie. All I'm trying to show you is that if you have a goal, put an obstacle, and give people two valid emotional choices, you create a better story. And it only took me two. It does everything nearly exactly the way the film plays out, unfortunately. The characters now feel and care, and the audience does too. But the main point of this again is Superman is a terrible character. He doesn't make any proper choices that affect the plot. He's a bad, bad character. And he deserved better. We all did. And with that, at whatever feck o'clock it is, I'm stopping this and going to sleep. Thanks for watching, and for your comments, and for your subscriptions, and your clicks, and your Patreon, and whatever else you do. But mostly, thanks for watching, and have a great day.